hell did I just change? All right. Tuesday. 3 hours. Good to know. Oh, not every world though. Just UK worlds. Cool. Okay, good to know. All right. Ads are running. I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Well, let's let's get into this. The next attempt. I think this is the 6th. I think. Dude, these ones are a best. How many fucking bolts did it take to kill a Batman? Not a Batman, but. All right, yeah. I forget when the Rangers come in. Wait, little bro gets stuck there? Day 100. The gauntlet continues. You're right. You're so right. And I can't say it pleases me. I cannot say that it pleases me to say so. Unfortunately, this is attempt number 6. It's 2 hours per attempt. Just so I can have 3 to 4 minutes fighting Jad. Just to fuck up at the last second. So, we're going to lock in for 2 tonight. Monsterella, hope you're doing well. Welcome. I hope you're having a good start to the week so far, perhaps. Perhaps a good start to the week. One can only hope. I wonder how I make them stay in place. In like a juicy way. You know what I mean? I got back into Warframe. Had to make a new account and everything. Really? I tried Warframe for a very brief period of time. I played it by myself though, and I think that was my first mistake. And I also was playing it free to play, and I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't really understand the game. It was very, very confusing. It was very, very confusing. That's cool though. How come you have to make a new account? That seems like a shame. I know like, you have to do a lot of waiting in that game if you know, if memory serves. There was quite a lot of waiting, and that was quite inconvenient. Like wait for 2 days for your new frame to be built. You can play the game solo and be fine. Free to play means nothing. It's incredibly fair, but free to play is not free to win, really. Anything you can buy that matters can be earned through time grinding. Yeah, I'm lazy and I hate grinding. Ah, shit. That sucks. But 2 damage is nothing. Oh my god. Get this stupid fucking bat away from me, man. Get it away. Okay, sorry, let me catch up. I can go over here, we should be fine. Okay, I'll do this one bat and then I'll do with 2 bats. Let me to help with the I'll help with the 1440p thing first, and then I'll talk about the Warframe, because I've got a lot more to say. So for getting the 1440p to work, yes, I use OBS, just regular OBS Studio. Oops, that's not right. How do you change the setting? Oh, there you go, thanks. So the only thing that I really did to make it work was it outputs? No? Was it video? So make the base canvas and the output scaled resolution to, you know, to 2K to 1440p. And there was a setting. I don't remember where. It might be in advanced. Hang on. It's not advanced. It's in general. There was a setting to enable that was like enable high bitrate. That was kind of the other setting. I just don't remember where it is. Oh, there it is. So it's in the stream on like settings on the settings menu in OBS. Enable enhanced broadcasting, and that I think that might have been the one. I can't remember fully. It says on this on like the page for it for the 1440p stuff. It does explain it. So it's worth having a look there. It tells you what settings to change in OBS. That's all I did. That was the absolute. I did the absolute bare minimum of what they told me to do. In the on the webpage for it. So that's all I have for you, unfortunately. If you've got problems with it, because I've got a pretty beefy PC, which could be part of it. I know it's a bit of it's a beta to my understanding right now, so I wouldn't be, you know, too surprised if there are just like hardware issues. Like if you're running AMD, it could be that. I run Intel and Nvidia, so like maybe it's a hardware issue. I have no idea. I wish I could help you more. I just know that it works for me, and that's all I have. That's all I have, unfortunately. Hoping there'll be some secret sauce. Unfortunately, not. What's the problem? What currently isn't working for you with the 1440p? Is it a bitrate problem? Is it just not working on your stream? An altercation with the dev and they peed their pants over it. Well, that's sad. Well, luckily, you know what? More than anything else, that you didn't get IP banned, and that's important. That's good. That's good. We're happy with that. You know what I mean? Well, I mean that's better than nothing else. You know what I mean? Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, I know it's I mean, as far as free-to-play games are, what the hell, man? It is very friendly for free-to-play games, but you do have to do a lot of waiting, and I hate waiting. I also hate spending money more than I hate waiting, so it just put me off of playing the game. So I was like, I don't want to log out for like 3 days and come back again in 3 days' time just so I can get this thing, so I can put another thing on to be built, or whatever. It was a while ago I played. So yeah, I'm just a bit fucking lazy, man. I'm just a bit lazy. Doesn't say 1440p regardless, even though you're exposed to the beta and it's all set up correctly. That's odd. It does sound very strange. I wonder why. I have noticed that, like, if you're looking at your VOD midstream, I think it often doesn't, or like Eclipse or something like that. I've noticed it doesn't always say 1440p, but when I look on my live stream, it does say 2K. And when I look on the VOD after the stream, it does say 2K. So that seems to be fine. But I reckon it's probably just a little glitchy. Did he just hit me, man? It's annoying. I reckon it's just a little glitchy because it's a new feature. It's probably why they haven't rolled it out to like all of the big creators as well. They don't want to like roll it out just for it to not work properly, I guess. Because, you know, I'm not a guy, but like, you know how some big creators can be. You know what I mean? Something doesn't work instantly and it's like the end of the world. I don't want to be that guy. But, you know, some people are divas. Big and small, but, you know, you hear about it from the big creators. You wouldn't really hear like a random small person being like, yeah, fuck this shit. We do our best. Oh, you've moved a few times. Fair enough. IP bans are easily avoided. Also fair. Also fair. I'm really just trying to come out here with some positivity. That's all. I'm trying to make light of a situation. You know what I mean? It does suck though. I mean, like losing an account, especially if you put a lot of time into it or money. Either way, it sucks to lose. You know, it does suck to lose. 5k. Okay, fucking Christ, yeah. See, that's pretty brutal. That's a pretty brutal loss. They must really not have liked what you said. 3,000 euro and 5k hours. They must really... I actually don't think I'd ever go back to the game. I actually don't think I ever could. I don't think I could personally enjoy a game enough to go back to it after losing that much money and time investment because of a disagreement in 4 years. Oh, I hold a grudge. I'm still holding grudges from when I was a young child, so you know, I hold a grudge. That shit does not go away. I'm a petty bitch, man. I'm a petty bitch. Dude, these guys fucking stink. I hate these guys. I'm playing kind of badly to start today. Sorry. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Forgive me for my poor gaming. Yeah, it sucks that the 2K setup isn't working. because it's kind of cool. Not that I've really seen my own VODs, but it's always nice to have an improvement to your channel. You know what I mean? If you can, and I think it makes a difference. VODs are definitely 1080. Yeah, there's definitely something cooked there, my man. That sucks. That really sucks. Do you use like NVIDIA or and Intel or AMD, stuff like that? Because it might be honestly worth. I don't know if they do, but maybe have a look at the web page for the 2K beta and see if there's a place that you can like report feedback or bugs or whatever, because there's clearly something wrong. Yeah, you see, it could be, since you're running an AMD chip, it could be AMD related somehow. I don't know how. I don't really know how all that shit works, but that's my best guess at this current point, because like a 3060 should have no problem, right? So it could be hardware. I have no idea, man. It's kind of annoying, but that's what betas are, right? That's what betas are all about. Figuring out what's wrong and making it so that it works for everyone. Oh, you run a dedicated streaming machine. Oh, interesting. So I run mine all on one. I've got one PC setup, so it could be something to do with that as well, potentially. That there could be some sort of element of that, I guess. You know, if that person who banned you got fired, could you not like go to them and be like, hey, this person got fired, could you unban me because it's been 4 years and I've spent a lot of money on the game and a lot of time on it? Is that possible, or have you tried that and they were like, we don't care? I tried that. Okay. All right, I answered that question. That kind of sucks, man. That's kind of shit. I think he's dead. He's not dead. Dedicated streaming machine's kind of cool. I've always thought that like the dedicated PCs for streaming are really cool, but they seem like such a pain. I always hear about just problems after problems after problems with those things. I don't know if it's actually the case, or more of like a confirmation bias, because I feel like people who have a dual streaming, like dual PC setup, are probably a little bit more technologically literate on average, and therefore would be more likely to have the ability to vocalize the problems they would have, as opposed to somebody who's not really as capable or competent, who managed to figure out how to do a single PC setup, because it pretty much just like holds your hand through it these days. I remember trying to set it up like a decade ago, and it just was such a nightmare. It felt like a nightmare to just set it up. And now you just like load OBS for the first time, and it's like, hey, do you want to stream? And you're like, yeah, and it's like, sick one, lad. Here you go. on you go. Which is pretty cool. I like that streaming's become much more accessible. And the day enough to be done. Yeah, I mean that is true. Again, I don't think I could ever have forgiven them. I would never. Well, I say forgiven, not like you have, but like I could never have let go of my anger to the point that I would play the game again. In fact, you know what? I'm never playing the game again. Well, we wouldn't have played it anyway. I'm never playing it again specifically for that reason, because they banned you and they won't unban you. That's my stopping point. They ever come to me, hey, you want to do a sponsorship? No, I don't. Pay me money and help a friend out, all right? Do those two things, I'm in, you know? No? All right. Post the audio issues. Audio issues. That makes sense. There's people I used to watch a million years ago, it feels like, Hat Films. There's 3 guys, and they were always running into issues because they were running like 3 separate PCs and like running it all through one stream. And they always had such awful audio issues and such awful well, just video audio issues. I'm glad. The only thing that I regret in my sort of streaming career, in my time doing this stuff, is that I bought my microphone and I bought a Go XLR with it, and then about a month after I got the Go XLR, the company was like, oh, we're actually shutting down now. We're not supporting the Go XLR anymore because we're shutting down. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I just dropped like 300 quid on that. And you're telling me you've decided to go out of business now? Great. Dude, I was so upset. I was so upset. Single PC might be fine, but it was cheaper to build a second machine than buy a new graphics card. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I was in a pretty fortunate position to... I had a lot of savings. And I was going to buy like a... I was going to put deposit down on an apartment. But I quit my job because I hated it. And I spent $2 on a PC trying to convince myself to keep working. I was in such a bad way, man. My mental was fucking cooked. And I was like... You know what will keep me working if I drop $2 on a PC, $2.5 I think it was, yeah, like, well, pounds, and then like it didn't keep me working, and then I was just down $2.5, and I was like, that was maybe the worst decision I've made in my life, but that was like 2 years ago or something like that, and it's still a ridiculously good PC, so I'm happy with it. I'm forgotten. I'm just not a bish and will not accept defeat. Yeah, see, I am. I'm petty and I'm a bish, and I will accept defeat. I absolutely will accept defeat. You see, what can I say? It's I don't know. It sucks. It does suck to be to lose that much money and that many hours on something. Like, obviously, I don't know the situation, but like, it still sucks all the same. And, you know, like, years down the line, people change. People grow up. People grow differently. And it does seem a bit harsh to punish somebody permanently for something that they did, what, was a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big proponent of second chances. You know what I mean? I think second chances are really important. Oh, fuck. Oh, we're fine. I think second chances are really important. Fucking hell, man. What's with all these hits? Because what's the point in... Whatever's the point in changing and becoming better if people will never let you be a new person, you know? I'm just so, like, against that as a concept that it just seems odd to have somebody permanently banned like that. But, yeah, that's just me. Very common for competitive FPS games, but less so for everything else. That makes sense too, right? You want to squeeze every single frame per second that you can. Whereas I'm literally playing old school RuneScape. Which, believe it or not, does not require a 4080 to play. And yet here we are. 4080. It'd be like that, man. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright. Upgraded to very good AMD GPU, but they suck a single PC streaming for competitive FPS. As soon as I went live, I could feel the input. There's an input. That is actually fucking really shit. Jesus. I actually don't know if I've ever been at the point where I would be able to feel input delay. It's like at a competitive level. You know what I mean? I've never been a competitive gamer. I've always blamed it on the fact that I'm left-handed, and I've only ever used a mouse right-handed. I've always blamed that as the reason that I have never become a professional gamer, and I stand by it to this day. I stand by it. Mr. in global chat, you fire back with a nuke and roasted him in chat. You couldn't live that down, so you banned. That is actually fucking insane. What an ego trip. That's hilariously pathetic. That said, though, like, you see some of the people, like, not to like name names or anything like that, but like, have you seen the discourse with Pirate Software Online, man? I get the feeling that's the same kind of person. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit, man. What a guy. What a fucking guy. Like, I don't keep up with too much stuff, but you just cannot avoid it right now. He is like the main topic that keeps coming up because he will not stop digging himself a hole. It's so hard to watch. Shit. Sorry, I'm locked in. Nice. Whew. I mean, yeah, it is very common in the gaming industry, you know? I'm sure it's common everywhere, but rarely in other industries will people be participating publicly in their sort of work, I guess. People will be in gaming, though. Okay, we got a couple of boards. We'll go over here. We'll grab our ranger friend. So I started about 5 minutes early today. It's not early, but I'm hoping it's just like I want to get 2 attempts done tonight, assuming that I fail the first one, which I'm not gonna fail, man. I'll never fail. But assuming that I do, we've got time for a second attempt, hopefully. You know? Being up at Ian, trying to clap at your players and then getting put on the hibachi and then reacting with that. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be... This is the thing. A lot of people don't seem to be particularly good at handling... like criticism, but they or like banter, I guess, in a way, but they love throwing it out. People like that are pretty unlikable, I think, like universally. I don't think anybody really likes people like that. And you know, at the end of the day, unfortunately, people who seek positions of power are often those who are least deserving of it. Even if that's something as simple as being, you know, like a moderator on a game. A small amount of power is enough to drive some people insane. Like, absolutely cooked. Yeah, it's people, man. That's people for you. All right. Enemy down. Get this guy. I've been doing a lot of running, so I need to pay a little bit more attention to my stamina bar. Just a little bit more attention. All right, let's get him down a bit. Get him coming this way. All right, I'll walk the rest of the way. Bring him in close, and then we can take him out. Nice. Oh, I love the safety of my corner. It's my favorite place in this game. Looks like we have a bird coming. Shit. We're losing a point. That sucks, man. All right. Oh, did did Marvel get back to you at all? Marvel Rivals get back to you at all? I guess it's pretty early days. It would be really cool if they did. I really hope that they do. Not yet. Damn it. Fuckers. I have the lawyers on speed dial, all right? They're on speed dial. Little sipperoonie of the prayer pot. Bring small boy over here if we can. That's a one-shot kill. Nice. That's looking pretty chill. Don't mind that too much. Okay, great. Owie. You're not allowed to hit me like that, big man. That's rude and unnecessary, I would say. I do think this is going to be a slightly slow attempt, by the way. Wait, actually, hold on a sec. 27 rounds? Lose time? This might be a little bit not faster than usual, but it's not a bad speed, I think. It's usually around 24 or 25 that we start sort of like overtaking minutes for rounds, so that's not too bad. Fucking hell, man. I lost a prayer point. God, I hate these guys so much. All right. Now for this guy. All right. Those are some really nice hits, actually. I want to save those shots for Jad, please. I'd really rather save those for Jad. Let's go corner up, I think. All right. I get him done. Okay, there's two smaller guys. They seem to hit less. Oh, God. Well. So we'll just tank him for a while. There we go. Okay. I really want to do this today, man. I'm so sick of not having a fire cape. I just feel like I've earned it, despite the fact that I've done nothing to earn it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know I'm close. And I think the worst part about it is that I know it's my fault that I've died. Especially the last attempt. That was just my fault. And it's so frustrating because you just get flustered. Because you get one chance to fight him where he'll one-hit kill you no matter what you do. If you make a single mistake. You get one hit killed and you have to fight for 2 hours before you get there. Like, fucking hell, it's so intense. I do know what I want to do, though. I know how I want to do it. It's just a matter of getting my hands to work the way that my logical brain wants me to. My current idea is that when we see how the healers line up, if they're kind of behind Jad and I think that I'm going to have to stand in front of him, I'll just put Protect from Melee on, and then if he does anything that is not... You're joking, man. That's brutal. If he does anything that I'm not, like, familiar with, then it's fine, because that'll be the melee attack. And if he does do any moving, then I'll know that that's probably, you know, the other kind of attack. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit dumb right now. Didn't really want this guy here, but I don't really have a choice. That was nice. So yeah, I'm hoping that like I'll be able to work it in a way where if I can just stay focused, I shouldn't get freaked out by anything. Because then I can just methodically pay attention to the attack, change prayer if I have to, aggro his boys, and then just calm down and go back to fighting him normally. That's the hope. I'm kind of hoping it's on this side this time. Bring this guy over here. Chop them both. That'll save me a little bit of hassle, I think. I think he just gets stuck here, though, shouldn't he? Yeah, he does. That's fine. So yeah, that's because if he gets trapped over here, it's actually a little bit easier for me because his boys tend to line up around here. So I can just pull. Hopefully, I can just pull them each attack. So like, Jad attacks, prayer switch, small boy. Prayer switch, small boy, prayer switch. And if I get all 4 of them on me, especially if it's before he manages to get fully healed, I can just maybe kill the guys. And then we can test out a couple of other hypotheses that I had regarding the healers. Because I had one theory that there's like a health threshold that if he gets healed back up to, he can respawn the healers. Alternatively, I have a theory potentially that if you kill all 4 of the healers, then maybe they won't come back at all. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few theories that I have, and I just don't know which ones are correct. But that all kind of works fine. If like killing them all will either mean they don't spawn again, and it'll either be because they don't spawn, or because they have some sort of like HP related thing. I don't know. Oh, it's magic now. So yeah. Let's just bring him over. All right, now we're getting into the trickier waves. Like I said, I've been much less frugal with the prayer pots as of the last 2-3 attempts. I'm kind of a bit sick of flicking all the time, so we're not gonna be doing that as much anymore. It does cost a little bit more in terms of prayer pot, but that's not really that big of a trade-off. Like, they have a monetary value, yes, but like once we're done this, I'm not really spending money on things like that anyway, so it's kind of okay. One day I'll find a way to do a moneymaker, but for now, the stuff I've been doing to level has mostly been causing profits anyway, so I'm not too upset about that. Why would I be? It's making money. Obviously, I'm not upset about that. All right. Doing pretty good with the evil eye, though. Evil? Eagle eye. Have you tried just winning? You know, it's funny you say that. Because no, I've not. You know, I think I might try that this time. I think... Yeah, I think it might be time. I think I might try winning this time. That might have been what I've been missing this whole time. It's pretty embarrassing if that's the thing that I've missed. You know what I mean? That's pretty embarrassing. It's time. It is time to duel with Jad, and then he'll summon his 4 boys, and it's no longer. Honestly, it's a bit fucked up of Jad, to be honest with you. He's a bit of a cunt for that. Like, the guy's not willing to do one-on-one combat. He brings in some boys to heal him when I'm like starting to beat his ass. Like, I've got to neck an entire shark in 0.3 seconds. Sorry, 0.6 seconds. He's just allowed to have passive healing from some small boys. What is that all about, man? That seems so unfair. Oops. Misclick. That was a misinput. There are 3 bolts there. I would like them. No, my prayer pots. My hubris! My hubris! Oh, damn it. My hubris really got me there. Yugi wasn't that great of a duelist. He was cheating with magic the entire time. Some would say that that is being the greatest. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. But it does contain the mystical Exodia. No way. You're joking. There's no way he gets me there. That's fucked, man. I can't believe that. I actually genuinely can't believe that. That is shocking. I actually don't want to heal that because I'm so annoyed about it. But I know that that's a stupid thing to do, so I will heal it. But I am bothered by it. I'm going to make that clear. I'm very bothered by that. Hubris? I wouldn't even say that's hubris. He should not be allowed to hit me from there. From that. All I did was you know what? It is hubris. You know what? Let's not kid ourselves, shall we? That was hubris. All right. It's about time it's high time I accept that. It's high time I accept that. All right. Yeah, I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel good now that I accept it. Now that I've said it out loud. You know what I mean? I feel like a bear man. It's time for hubris. Jesus, I got stuck on that one. Time. Don't leave the fucking caves, thanks. All right. Well, wave 34, man. We're like halfway there. In terms of numbers, not halfway there in terms of time. Some of these rounds are really long. All right, let's just hopefully get there safely, happily, you know. That would be nice. 20-ish minutes until full HP. Oops. Oops. Nice. This is the one, man. I'm telling you right now, this is the one. This might not, in fact, be the one, by the way. I'm just being hopeful. Again, if he spawns over here, I think we have a much better chance. I hope we have a much better chance. We'll see, I guess. Please don't hit me. I've had enough hits so far. I could do without... Oops. I could do without more hits, to be honest. All right. Nice. I really want to win this time, man. I really want to win. I want the cape. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to do another 2 fucking hours, man. It's so long. It's such a long attempt every time. Oh god, some of these attacks are so brutal. God, the difference that a higher accuracy would make in the speed of this is just insane. If the vast majority of my that didn't kill him. If the vast majority of my attacks were hitting, could you imagine how different this would be? Oops. Okay, good. All right, 42 prayer points on this current sip. Like I said, we're going through these a lot faster now because I was up until recently hitting like wave 30 and I still hadn't had a single sip yet. And now we're already down an entire flask. So I'm definitely not being cautious anymore. Burning through some of my resources. It's kind of okay, like I said before. I don't really mind that much. I'm just cheap. I'm just really cheap and I hate spending money. I hate spending money, so it feels a lot worse than it is, I think. All right. Bro's down. Little bro is down. Okay. We'll avoid him if we can. Avoid the damage if we can. See, he apparently can't attack from there. I just don't believe it, man. I think the game's rigged. I think the game was always rigged. It always was, you know? You know that meme? Oh, it always was meme? The guy, the spaceman? You guys familiar with the... You guys familiar with the meme? Alright, let's get him. Yes, okay, excellent. Good. Dead meme. Yeah, exactly. Dead meme. That's why I'm checking if anyone's familiar with it, you know what I mean? it's long, it's been dead and buried, you know? Yeah, it's decomposed. It has been given back to the soil. It is ready to become a new meme, I would say. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm shocked that was what that was what did it. that's not a good joke. So, not gonna lie. Like decomposing in the ground and then becoming ready to become a new meme. I kind of get it. Do you think that the it always was meme became the new meaning of goon? I like to believe it. You know what I mean? Or maybe it became the current it became the current off to the glue factory meme in the Uma Musume game. I like to imagine that. You know what I mean? I kind of like to imagine that. I don't think it makes much. I'm kind of losing it a little bit, I think. Now that I say these things out loud, I'm just a thinker. You know what I mean? Can you fault a man for thinking? God forbid a man thinks. If you say, do you know what I mean, one more time? It's been that's been a part of my vocabulary. You know what the worst part is? It's mostly only part of my vocabulary for streaming. I feel like I have a slightly different vocabulary when it comes to streaming than I do real life, and it really only is in streaming. Because, you know, Sips, I'm not sure if you're familiar. He used to make a joke that was, he would say something, he'd be like, no, just me, anyone else? And I've just run with it ever since I heard that years ago. I don't even know if he still says it, but it really like solidified its way in. I don't even think it's good. It's just been a thing that I've said for a long time now. Maybe it's time to move on. You know what I mean? Oh, just me? Okay. That's it. Unfollowed. Blocked and reported. That's right. Honestly, justified. Justified, earned. Cannot blame you for it. Actually, I'm not going to run over there. I'm going to pull him out. I'll still flick these guys all day long, though. Well, not quite all day long. But I will flick them. I will do it because it's simple. Very easy. Let's do Ranger. All right. Bring the boy over. Yeah, I'll flick him for a time. What I'm trying to say is I don't mind flicking them, because they got so low HP and pretty low defenses. So I don't mind locking in for the 15 or so seconds, if that. I need to stop running over here. I'm not going to take them from there. It's such a fucking stupid idea. I should never be doing that. It will just get me killed. Hey Kush, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? I am honestly so stressed all day thinking about doing this. Like, I need to win this. I need to get the fire cape because I spent all day today at work just like shaking. Like an alcoholic without a drink. Just like, oh man, I gotta get back home, man. I gotta get back in the fight caves, man. I'll get it this time, dude. I'll get it this time. All day at work. All day at work. It was awful. I couldn't think about anything else. Like, I started getting anxious. I started playing out in my mind prayer changes. I was like clicking my arm so that I could prayer change, and then click on the healers and everything. I was locked in. I must look like an insane person. What were you just doing right now? Oh, I was just well, I was just prayer flicking in my mind for a fight that I'm going to do later on today in a game from about 30 years ago. Yeah, all right, fair enough. You know, that makes sense. That stands to reason. All right, man. We're absolutely fucking tanning through the points now. Look at this. It's ridiculous. All right. Yeah, Pinkers, I hope you're doing well, my man. I hope you're chilling. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week so far. A good opening to the week. A good Monday, if you will. I don't know if you're working and therefore like it's kind of not really Monday yet because you'd have to go to sleep and then you'd wake up and then it's Monday. I don't know how it works for you. But all the same, flicking is my favorite thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Fair enough. You know? We all gotta pick our nose from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I can't stop saying it! I'm sorry, that one actually was accidental. That one actually was accidental. Oopsies. Oh, alright. What are we on? Wave 40 now? That's nice. We're nearly back up to full HP as well, which is good. I'm not too upset about using a shark. It was ultimately on me. It was my fault. Well, technically everything in the game is my fault, actually, if we want to get technical. But assuming that I don't want to get technical and I don't want to accept responsibility for all of my actions, I'm willing to accept that at least one of those hits was my fault. And so healing was justified. Because, you know, I'm a big man, you know what I mean? I'm the bigger man over myself. Somehow that works. All right. Still no hits. Great. Oh, hang on. Let's go. That's actually a really nice round 41. I'm pleased with that. I have been pleased. I have been pleased. At work just now, there's no classes because, you know, summer holidays is going to start at the end of this week. So the end of this week, the school has its like closing ceremony for summer holidays. So there's no proper classes right now, so they don't really need me for any classes. So I've kind of just been sat all day doing fuck all. Now, I could, of course, spend some of my time learning Japanese. That would actually be beneficial. But I haven't really felt in a language learning mood. So I've started reading the Iliad. Translated, of course, because I'm not Greek. Man, the second book is just naming a bunch of ships and a bunch of people. It is really not a... That should be like at the end. I actually almost gave up on reading it because I just could not have given less of a fuck about all of that. But book 3 was interesting. It was interesting. I'm a pretty cultured guy. I read the Iliad. I wanted to read the Odyssey, but they I can't seem to find it fully available for free online. I am a cheap boy. I'm very... Dude, I'm cheap in... I mean, I'm cheap in Runecraft. Runecraft? RuneScape. I'm cheap in RuneScape. I'm cheap in real life. I hate spending money. Ooh, I've got bad news as well. Not really for you guys, but for me. I had like a trip planned that I wanted to do this weekend, but the weather looks like it's gonna be kind of shit, so I'm like putting it off now, sadly. To maybe next weekend instead. So that's a bit of a shame, but it does give me more time. Like I still need to buy a pair of trainers that fit me, because again, it's next to impossible to get shoes that fit me here, sadly. Or at least not ugly ones. Sir, please. Sir, please. All right. So yeah, I need to do that over the weekend, and I still need to get like a raincoat bag and shit like that as well for my bike. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's just a bit of a shame. You know what I mean? It's a little bit annoying. There is a game called Runecraft. Yeah, of course there is. It has to be. Put two well-known words together from gaming and history, and you have yourself a game title. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. I feel like I know of the name. I actually can't think of what the game is. Is it popular? There's also a skill in RuneScape called Runecraft as well. So I will say it is actually within the game. I wasn't that far off. You can't blame me, all right? I'm so busy focusing and stuff, you know. Busy like being a gamer and stuff like that, you know. Are you joking? He's still alive? Or had 1 HP left? Are you shitting on my balls right now? All right. Walk in. That's fine. Of all the things to spawn, I'm happy it was a Keck and a ranged. Keck and a ranger. Oh, I didn't notice the bird. Oh, it's too. I think I let go of that too early. That could have been bad. Dude, I am really burning through my prayer pots here. I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased, but I just want to get to the end. That's really what it comes down to. I just want to get to the end as soon as possible. Take on this final fight. I think after this attempt, if we don't make it, I'm gonna have to leave and get some more bolts. And another one of those Mystic Divine ranging pots probably as well. Let's go and actually pull them out, shall we? Back to full HP. I still am wondering if it's ever so slightly worth purchasing like 100 really expensive bolts or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just spend a cheeky 10 grand on 100 expensive bolts and just use it on Jad. Just for the extra DPS. Like, I do kind of wonder if it's worth doing. I'd lose an inventory slot, but it might be worth the DPS upgrade. I'm not too sure. I can't stop. I just can't stop. Why am I always looking for reassurance when I say things? Why am I always looking for... Obviously, you know what I mean. It's not like I'm asking anything complicated. One day, I'm going to say something, like, really, really complex about quantum physics, and I'm not going to end it with, do you know what I mean? And people are gonna be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And I'm like, man, this would have been the perfect opportunity to say, you know what I mean? And then I'll have biffed it, and it'll be really sad. I need to do this. This is a bad start. This is a really bad start, actually. Oh, I didn't like that at all. That was brutal, man. I think there's a better way to save that, to be honest. Oh my fucking god, dude. I might actually need to heal here. I'm gonna definitely need to heal here. That was horrid. That was a really horrid start. The problem is they stop so far away from you. I maybe should have gone here, maybe? I don't know. Oh well, hopefully we don't have any more rounds of that, because that was really bad for me. Because we still have a lot of rounds to go as well. We're only at 44. Oh, stressful. Very stressful. I think this might actually be the contender for the worst attempt I've had so far, actually. Still have 15 rounds to go until we're kind of safe-ish. A lot can happen in 15 rounds. That kind of sucks. Come on, man. I could really do with a little backup here, you know? You guys just being like friendly and not dealing damage to me because I've been taking a bunch of hits and it's kind of sad for me. Dickheads. Oh, for fuck's sake! I actually don't know how to deal with this shit, man. I legitimately don't know how to deal with this. I could do with not missing as well, dude. Come on. Just take him out. Oh, thank fuck for that, dude. See, that's just so annoying. This is a really bad, like, there's obviously some sort of randomization to the rounds. I don't know what the randomization is. I don't know how it works. But there's obviously some sort of limited amount of randomization. And I have by far picked the worst one so far. By starting when I started, I guess, or something like that. I don't know if it's tick-based. I don't know if it's hourly, daily. I don't know. No, wait, it couldn't be daily because it's been different every time we've played, I'm pretty sure. So maybe hourly, maybe? Oh, God, it sucks. We're down so much prayer already. That's brutal. All right. Oh, fucking Christ. Do you really have to be there? For God's sake. Oh. Alright, well, I can't really edge this guy, so we're just gonna be sat here as he comes in close. I guess I'll just flick. These small hits are fucking me here. That sucked. Alright, that's fine. Wave 46. Fuck's sake! Dickhead! Oh my god! Guy stinks! I'm really enjoying the 8 damage that I've done to him in about 16 freaking shots. All right. Hopefully, these bad hits now will mean a whole slew of 25s against Jad when he comes out. Just 25 after 25 after 25. Could you imagine the beauty, the majesty? God, that'd be good. Just absolutely rinse him would be great. But if I was more accurate, it would also help with saving prayer pots as well, so I wouldn't spend so much time praying against these guys. Their defenses are just so high. Usually when you design something, it gets like it gets up to 2 of 3, right? Power, defenses, and health, right? Those guys get all 3. They get all 3. It's not right, man. It's not right. It's not fair. I left that a little bit close to the wire there, I will say. But hey, we're halfway through 73. That's nice. Every level helps with the accuracy, with the damage output. We like to see it. Even if it does represent several 100,000 gold worth of diamond bolt ease, unfortunately. It's actually been a really expensive time trying to do this. Christ for that. All right. That's another sip down. Brutal as always. Hopefully we get a little bit of a break from the majors now, since the Puncher boys are back. Puncher boys are back in town. Alright, he should be dead, I would think. What do we got? 2 birds, melee or puncher. Okay. That should be okay. I do notice as the rounds go on, we're definitely in a much better position in terms of run energy. It seems very unlikely that I'll ever run out of run energy with this kind of strategy, just because these guys take so long to kill. All right. Pretty sure Major can't get me from here. Not until Medjkot's dead anyway. That was my chair, just freaking out. Excellent. My chair is suffering like I am. Except I'm suffering from my own emotions, and my chair is suffering from my fat ass. My fat, juicy, voluptuous ass. Unfortunately for my poor chair. What can you do, man? What can you do? What can you do? You know, it's not my fault I was cursed with such a juicy ass. You know what I'm saying? Get me a pair of sweatpants that say juicy on the ass, because that's me. You're gonna make me crazy with that talk. I mean, I just speak the truth is the thing. I just speak the truth on this channel. I speak the truth. It cannot be contained. The truth, that is. All right. Let's get this bad boy done. Hopefully quickly. How are we supposed to not goon to that talk? That's a great question. And you know, I stand by the point that if you were to instead use the word masturbate, that would be a much different, like, that would feel much more intense than the, like, goon is just such a friendly word. You know what I mean? Just such a friendly word. If I was like, oh hey, like, what'd you get up to the weekend? And someone's like, oh, I just gooned all weekend. I'd be like, yeah, man. Sick. That's cool, guy. That's cool, guy. You know. Thanks for telling me. You know, thanks for sharing. You know what you did over the weekend. If somebody looks me dead in the eye, and they tell me that they were just masturbating all weekend, I'm like, man, it feels very intense. It feels like a very intense thing to say to my face. Did he hit me for a freaking 7, man? Get some therapy. Is that... Did he hit me for a 4? He better not have done. Why, iota? Who's getting the therapy? Is it me? Or is it the gooner? Rather specifically the masturbator. The guy who masturbated all week and told you. Yeah. What if I told you that was me? No? Could you imagine? Could you actually imagine if you turned up to work and somebody was like, yeah, that's what I did all weekend? They just straight up to your face told you that. Like, that is just straight up. I guess that's probably sexual harassment. It's definitely not safe for work. Thanks for GTFO. Oh man. Is this wave 49? We're getting there. Approaching the final 10 any day now. Those are some good hits, actually. Yeah, look at that. That was actually kind of peak. I hadn't really thought about my setup for this very well, though. That's fine. We'll just get him low and bring him back over. The age-old classic. The age-old classic. Let's get this boy over here. Jesus. Almost freaking killed him, man. That actually will have killed him, I think. Alright, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I think he blocks the bird, though, so it's better than nothing. Let's kill the bird if we can. Yeah. Come on, please. He healed twice before I could actually fucking hit him. That's so brutal. That healing mechanic is so not fun. Good riddance. Good riddance. Can't wait to see them at the end of the game, eh? Looking forward to it. I was not, in fact, looking forward to it. Okay. It's very slow. I'm looking forward to the future when inevitably we'll come back here for whatever reason. And I have better gear. That would be really nice just to sort of speed through some of these early rounds. The fact that the world record's like 15 minutes for this is absolutely insane to me. Like bringing it down from my 2 hours all the way down to 15 minutes just seems like such an insane feat. Like obviously maxed out stats and vested slot items worth several billion. Like I obviously get that, but it just seems mad. All right. That's okay. That is okay. Actually might do this over here. Yeah, that's fine. I took stock of the situation and I decided that we were pretty safe. So I didn't mind doing this because it saves us having to deal with the punchy boy and probably taking unnecessary damage. Like, it's not guaranteed, but obviously we're better if we can completely avoid it for certain rather than with uncertainty. All right. We are getting there. Also looking okay. So I was sure before starting we'd be fine, but I thought it doesn't hurt to check. And yeah, now I'm certain there's no way I'm going through that many bolts before the end. There's just no way. I'd be absolutely horrendously shocked if it were the case. Don't really need to, but doesn't hurt to, I think. All right, Firebird, dead. And this guy, cool. Ugh. Ugh. A little sip of prayer pot. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible situation. We're closing in on halfway through our stuff, and we are about 10 waves away, 11 waves away. It's kind of okay. Nice. We take these. And actually, we'll take it even better. There we go. I actually missed him with my click there. I clicked between me and the guy. That's wild. I'm also taking stinky back shots here. That's also wild. I don't like that. Okay. And he is out of here. Out of here. I just knew he would do that. I just knew it. After that hit I took earlier on, I just knew he'd be able to, despite me being about a million, billion, trillion miles away. Okay. Prey on. Zek attacked. Slowly. Once again. Really slowly once again. I'm so excited to look up a guide for this and see just how inefficient I've been, but also how efficient I've been. To see how far off of, like, some of the tricks and the tips that you could employ that would speed things up that I just don't know about. I think it'll be so interesting to see. Oh my freaking god. Oh! How many shots do you need to miss in a row before it's a bit like, hey, let's let him like have a mega crit, you know? Dev team, give him a mega crit. Dev team, twist his balls, you know? That's okay. That's pretty good. That's a pretty nice wave. Jarvis, get the gauntlet for me. Jarvis, I need you to train my woodcutting to 99. Jarvis. Jarvis. Jerk me off at a medium pace. A medium pace. Dude, I'm doing badly with this. I'm doing really badly with this. I'm not feeling it out right now. Jarvis, one of my favorite anime to go into. Jarvis, create a 3D holographic projection of my favorite anime girl. You know, man, I think it's intelligence to know some of the absolute degenerate stuff that you can make jokes about. But I think it's really wisdom to know that sometimes it's better to leave it to the imagination than to say some of the absolute degenerate things that you could. You know what I mean? Really protect your reputation, your image, from even more destruction from yourself. And by yourself, I mean myself. For me. Excellent. Oh my god. Last time we hit 1 million XP, we've gone up 60,000 already. This is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, man. I'm legitimately gonna need to get more bolts after this attempt because of how many I've used. I think I've probably used nearly 3,000 so far. And bearing in mind, I think the accumulator saves like, what, 60, 70, 80%, something like that? That's pretty crazy to think of. All right, let's waste absolutely no time. Let's waste absolutely no time at all. Let's just get into it. Get Mr. Major out right away. Boop. 24, okay. We like those. Max hit of a cheeky 24. We will take that any day of the week. One more hit, please. That's fine. Take out the bird. Bird taken out. We love that for us. All right. Well, you know what? We're closing in on the time. Wave 54, so 6 more waves before we can get excited. 7 more waves before we're almost there. 8 more waves before we're really, like, safe, as it were. It's not ideal, but I won't complain. It's not bad by any means, it's just not ideal. Hopefully the earlier ones we had will sort of be like the worst of it. Come on, don't give me the wands, man. Come on. Nice. Major. I'm locking a little bit in now. I wouldn't say I'm fully locked in, but it's certainly easier for me to realize I haven't spoken for a little while. I'd be like, oh, maybe I should say something, you know? It's like a nervous tick. I can't stop. I can't stop. We'll get there eventually. Man, I'm really excited for Fantastic Four, by the way. I don't think it's going to be as good as I don't think it will be as good as Superman. I really liked Superman. But I'm hoping it'll be good. I think it will be. I'd be shocked if it's not good. It looks like it has kind of like the right aesthetic to be good. If that makes sense. Like there's just something unique with it, which should be fun. Right. That's not bad. That's really not bad. I'll actually come over here just to make it a little bit easier on me. All right. Really desperately thinking of things to speak of. It's so hard, man. I will say, good news. The AC at the office seems to have improved a little bit. I get the feeling they got it partially fixed over the weekend, although it's still not completely fixed, so it's still a little bit warm in the office. That is one thing that does bother me. I was hoping they'd get it fixed immediately, but hey-ho. Your boy's just gonna be a little bit warm. All right. Nice. So what's our resources looking like? Oh, whoops. 2, 4, 6. We've got 7 full prayer pots left. for about 6 rounds. So we're totally in the clear now, I think. I'd be surprised if somehow I made my way through all the rest of those. And we still have plenty of sharks. Like, I was definitely being a bit stingy with them. It's worked out fine, and I would have definitely eaten if we had a really unfavorable round. But it's kind of worked out in this kind of, as far as things have gone just now, so that's good. Speed 10? Yeah. Surprised you didn't have that on me there, actually. Okay. Another good round. Another good round. I'm gonna focus on taking out Ranger, I think. Well, I'll take out this guy first. He's not dead. Okay. Okay, now these guys. I'll live with one. If all they're gonna do, okay, 2. If all they're gonna do is 2 damage to me there, that's totally worth the trade-off. I really don't mind that. It's what, 3 minutes time. We'll be back to full. Less than 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes. 2.25 minutes. That's fine. We're still about probably 10 to 15 away from Jad, I would guess. Just based upon the last few attempts. So I will probably run the ads at some point soon, so that we can make sure that no one's sat watching ads while I do Jad. I just get the nerves start building up. They really start building up at this point, just because I know we're close. It just gets a lot. I'm just so desperate to get a good attempt out. I'm likely to make a fuck up because of it. For fuck's sake, could you fucking hit an attack, please? I'm losing my mind over here. Christ almighty. I was hoping I wouldn't have to have such a sip there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's bring him out. Come on. Thank you. Oh, God. You're joking. You didn't go for the punch, you went for the freaking heal? I might have fucked up here. I definitely fucked up. Fuck's sake. That was brutal. That was really brutal. I'm freaking standing here prey in range for some reason. In the attempt to make it easier for myself, I actually ended up making it harder, which is a bit of a shame. Lost 3 or 4, maybe 5 prayer points there. Messy. Messy is the word I'd use to describe that. I got really lucky, actually, though, because I'd rather lose the 5 prayer points than lose... Well, would I? Otherwise, I'd been punched by that guy a few times, and there's a good chance I'd have taken a lot of damage for that, so... Swings and roundabouts, eh? Good hit. Come on, take him out. Nice. That is 2 more sips down. Oh, okay, he can punch me from there, huh? All right, there we go. All right, wave 59. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. How do I save this? This maybe? Can he range me from over here? He can. That's okay though. I might be able to salvage this. How do I salvage this? He's not ranging me anymore. Oh, why did I do that? That's not what I meant to do. Okay, that was a bit of a misstep. Damn, dude, I wasted like 8 prayer points. Is there a way for me to do this without me getting hurt? What if I long range? I'm good. Okay, that was really not a very good round. I'm actually gonna eat there. Oh god, that was really brutal. Was I late? I think I was too late. All right. Small mistake. That was just not a good setup, man. I just don't understand how to save those yet. It was sort of saved it. I mean, I didn't die, so maybe that just counts as a save, you know? That's maybe not that big a deal. It wasn't very clean, right? I lost a lot of resources. through my own mistakes. Accidentally having a prayer potion because I panicked a little bit too much. It doesn't bode well for Jad, though. I'm gonna panic that much. All right. So we have wave 60 and then 61, and then we're safe. So hopefully we'll see 60 and 61 being okay. We will find out shortly, I suppose. Yo, Halchaw, welcome, welcome. You've joined at a good time. We are not long now from doing Jad once more. Ah, God, I just fucking hate these rounds, man. These spawns are fucking shit. They are so shit. All right. There we go. But you haven't done this. So what we get is, it's called the Fire Cape. It looks really cool, and to my understanding, it has got like very good stats to it. And you can't buy it. It's not a tradable item, to my understanding. So you can only get it if you've completed it yourself, which is kind of like to show a skill, prowess, prestige, and one that I have not yet been capable of succeeding in. So, you know, maybe I'm not there yet. Who knows? Like I said, we've got 2 attempts tonight, realistically, right? And yo, NC, should they get it this time right? Well, you know, you'd think so. Oh, you'd think so. You'd hope so. That is true. You can buy it by letting somebody else use your account, but I don't think that's allowed. I think that is illegal as far as the game's concerned. And I'm also no bitch. I will get this myself. Get everyone banned, yeah. Get everyone banned. And I ain't no bish. That's right. I've got this. I have got this. Let me run the ads just now, by the way, guys. Just so it's out of the way for when we face Jad, okay? I don't want you guys to be sat. I think it would really suck to miss it. Okay. I'm gonna grab those 2 bolts. Every little helps. Oh, that's a really nice round. That's actually that's a really polite, really kind round. We take those. We happily take those. Okay, so as long as actually, I think we're safe now. I have more than enough prayer points to be able to survive, so... Okay. Actually... Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're chilling. I hope you're having a good week, as I've been saying. Hopefully you've had a good start to the week so far. It is a hopefully glorious Monday, though it was very dull for me. So, like I said, I spent all day at work just fiending for more attempts at this. Not even because I want to do it, but because I just cannot let go until I've succeeded. I cannot let go. I'm stuck in limbo and obsession until I succeed here on this day. This is the one, guys. This time I'm actually trying to win. Every other time, I didn't actually try. This time, I'm trying to win. So, just you guys watch. Just you watch. This is it. This is the one. Quite easy, just kill a Jad. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This time I'm just going to win. Like last time I wasn't trying to win. This time I'm trying to win. Cope. Who said that? Who said that? God. I don't actually like doing that little damage. Okay, pull him out. Okay, so now we're gonna see our final two magey boys. And we'll see where they are. Hopefully we'll have a nice little... I don't love that. I don't love that. Oh, it's gonna take forever for him to get over here, man. Just watching him stomp his way over like a little asshole, dude. Well, it's a good spot in the sense that it's not gonna fuck me, right? So from what we've learned, Orange Jad is sorry, Orange Zek is where Jad will spawn. So at the very least, we are guaranteed a safe spot. It is the same safe spot I've had several times in a row now, which is kind of annoying. I think I prefer the one over here. I feel better with it over here, but you know, beggars can't really be choosers here. So what can you do? Hey man, don't fuck up. I appreciate the support, my man. You know what? Just for you, Connor, my guy, I'm gonna lock in, all right? I'm gonna lock in like you've never seen before. Attempt number 6, blind. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna fucking kill it. It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna be goated. Gonna be counting you, hell yeah. Burb Bowflexing. This guy's locking. That's right. That's right. Good timing, guys. Good timing. Good timing. Good locking for me. I'll lock in for all you guys. But you know, how can I argue with support and the objectively helpful advice of don't fuck up? All right. I got the big screen at the bar, mate. About 100 people watching. No, dude. No. Oh, this is gonna be so embarrassing, man. I'm gonna instantly pray the wrong type. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna lose it. Oh man. All right, let's go. let me be clear, okay? This is my 6th ever attempt, and I've done all of this blind. Okay, let me get the excuses in before. Let me get the excuses in early. All right, we gotta get the excuses in early. Okay. Don't mess this up. We gotta not mess this up, man. We gotta not mess this up. We gotta lock in. Okay. There he is. There he is. All right, okay. Don't fucking let me down. I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best. All right. My heartbeat's already up at 100, by the way. It's already up at 100, right? So let me run you guys through some important pieces of information and stuff like that. Okay. So one of the things I want to note is that the last attempt, we managed to. I'm on life support right now. About to die. Don't mess this up. I need this before I go. Okay. So last time I was doing really well. I got him down to 150, 140-ish. Healers spawned. I managed to aggro 2 of them. I managed to kill 2 of them. And I managed to aggro the other 2. Okay. Once I'd aggroed them, I then started dealing damage to Jad. He was at full HP, and after getting him back down to 150, he spawned the 2 that I'd already killed again. So my current theory is threefold. One potential is that killing all 4 of them, they won't respawn. One potential is that they do respawn no matter what. One potential is that they do respawn based upon how much healing they did to Jad. And I don't know what it is of any of those. So we just have to hope for the best. All right. Okay, man. All right. Okay. Take a drink. Take some food. Prayer on. And we attack. Okay. 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 Here he comes. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. I don't know how much HP is that. Okay. We have time, I think. My heart rate's 140, man. I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, dude. I'm telling you right now. Holy shit. Let me reset. Take care of this guy. He didn't heal to full, so we'll see if he respawns anyone below 150 again. Nope. No, I'm dead. Okay, well. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Oh, yes! Let's go, man! Oh! Oh, let's go! Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Dude. Oh, that's so hype, man. Oh my god. Holy. That was attempt number 6. Holding your breath for all of us, man. I was holding my breath. I couldn't even speak there, man. I couldn't even speak that whole time. I was so focused. Piece of cake. That's right. That's fucking right. That is fucking right. So easy. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Oh. Elite task, man. Look how fucking sick I look. That's so cool. Oh. They were down for a second. Huge congrats. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. That was so intense. Oh, I'm so pleased. So it seems like if you don't let his health go above 200, maybe at least, then he doesn't respawn the boys. Crazy that the fire cape only has a +3 range difference to the accumulator. The accumulator is only +3 range better than the fire cape, as well as obviously the other benefit. That's absolutely incredible. Oh my god. Attempt number 6. My 5th time facing Jad. Attempt number 6 of the fight caves, completely blind. And we have ourselves our very own fire cape. That is so sick. I'm so pleased. Oh man, that's so cool. That's so exciting. I'm so happy. We burned through so many of my prayer pots. We burned through so many of them. They're all 4s left, and we still have 1 divine ranging pot suck left. How much toggle do we have? 27k toggle, almost 28. Oh man, that's so good. All right, let's watch the clip. Let's watch the clip. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. Let me mute. All right. I'm so locked in. See me clip in the moment. Oh, we're watching it. We're watching it. The clip. We are gonna be watching that right now. Come on. So like, I want to point out, right? I'm getting kind of silly with it in these moments because I'm like, I should just be focusing on him, but I'm checking my prayer points left. I'm checking his HP. I'm checking how long I have on the divine drinky poo. So I got him down there. I got him to 5 HP. I got fucked with the 0. We killed him with a 2. Let's go! Yes! Oh, it's so exciting, man. Oh, yes! I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. That is fantastic. Oh, dude, look at it. Look at it. It's my very own. It's my very own. It's mine. Okay, let me do one thing. We need to do one thing really quick. I need to put it in my bank. And it needs to go like there. Yes. Oh, let's look at my gear. Let's look at the gear, man. Let's look at our melee gear. Have you ever seen such a Chad in your entire life? I got the dragon with the gold. Oh, dude, that's so cool. I'm honestly so pleased. So pleased. What we'll do is I think it'll be fun if we hang on a minute. Where do I put my Ardoin cape now then? Also, what's the prayer bonus again? 2 prayer. That's only a 3 per... Okay, well, that's fine. We can keep that. Oh, man. That's also a prayer bonus. Grab me a wealth ring. So what we're going to do is I think it'll be really fun to have a quick little look and see what the... a quick little look to see what the optimal strategy is. I think it'll be really interesting to see what, you know, what I did wrong, what I did right, what I figured out on my own to be correct. I mean, bearing in mind, my first ever attempt and my second attempt, I pretty much prayer flicked for the whole 2.5 hours, 3 hours, the whole time. Because I didn't notice 63 waves, right? And to now sort of like burning through stuff because I know I can is really, really nice. So let me just fill my inventory. It's really quiet now. Let me fill my inventory with stuff, my normal gear, and we will then get into having a wee watch of a video. If anyone has any specific videos in mind that is a good one, we can click on that. But if not, we'll just I'll just find one on YouTube. Let's grab 7 of those bad boys. Let's grab ourselves a Draman staff somewhere. There it is. Oh man, my heart was like pounded, dude. It was absolutely pounded. I didn't grab my accumulator. That's fine. My friend works in Japan, and she says the work culture is very different to the UK. It is very different. Yeah, it is very different to the UK. I'm very fortunate that I effectively work in a sense for a British company, so I don't really have to deal with a lot of the stuff. I mean, it is the Japanese company, but like they make a lot of concessions for my job. So I get the benefit of like kind of special treatment in a way. I was on my break. We have a man in the office from the Japanese office, and he asked me to do something, and I said I'd after my lunch break, and he got offended. Yeah, it's actually really interesting because the English teachers that I speak to and work with, they are Japanese, but they have spent a little bit of time, most of them, outside of Japan. And so they're kind of a bit more exposed to the rest of the world in regards to that kind of stuff. But I do have teachers coming up to me during lunch, if I'm sat in the office, asking me to do things. I don't usually say I'll do it when lunch is over. I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll get to it whenever. And that'll happen to be when lunch is over. But there definitely is kind of like you might end up working during lunch. You eat your lunch while you're working. If somebody has something to ask you, they'll maybe ask you during lunch. So I often eat outside by myself because I enjoy the sun, but also it lets me sort of be a bit more free in a way of kind of work. Yeah, there's a lot to speak about when it comes to the work culture. It is very, very different. Where's my accumulator? There it is. I'm just going to carry it on me for now. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the stream wearing the cape, to be completely honest with you. I got to show it off. New cape goofing, you know what I'm saying? I also need to buy some more bolts. Let's do that as well before we watch the video. Or a video. Actually, I could just do that. I'll wear my graceful. Except for the cape. it down there. There we go. Oh, dude, that's so cool. I'm so glad we have that. That is like... How long is that? Like 12, 14 hours, I think it took me to do that. But only about 20 minutes of that was fighting Jad himself. It's crazy how long it takes to get there. Diamond Bolt Ease. I would like 2,000. Fucking hell, they're expensive, aren't they? Let's go 111 maybe. It's worth it, man. They've been good to me. Let's keep it at 111 and see if they ever go down to it. If they don't, I'll put it up to whatever, but it's fine. I should remember that next time. Just say I'll do it and do it after. Didn't want to wait for you to do it though. Yeah, it depends on how quickly he's expecting you to do it, right? If he's expecting you to do it in the moment, then that's not going to work. But a lot of my work, it doesn't matter if I do it right now or if I do it later. It just doesn't matter, because as long as like they'll maybe say to me, "Can you do this by the end of the day?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And they don't really expect it before then. Charcoal cape. It is kind of the charcoal cape, isn't it? It was because remember I gave up looking for the charcoal after 12 hours, which I think it's fair to say that getting a fire cape was easier than getting charcoal. Can anybody else playing RuneScape actually say that? Or is that legitimately just me? I don't know. Oh man, that was so exciting. All right. The rest of the stream is going to be a lot calmed down because I do not have it in me to continue doing anything crazy. So, Fight Caves Guide. Ooh, actually, before we go in there, let me see if we can find the... Is it tasks? Where will I find this? It's not there. Collections? No, it can't be there, surely. Is it not bosses? I don't know how, whatever. All right, 169k, 226k, okay. 54k, ooh. That is 1 million views, basically. Should we watch the video that was made more recently, or should we watch a 5 years old one? I will watch this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Strife Hayes, and this is a complete beginner's guide to
I recognize his
getting a
name.
fire cape in old school RuneScape. This super simple guide
Is he gonna
will
talk the whole
explain
time?
everything you'll need to know about conquering the fight caves and killing the Zok.
Okay. This is a long video. Okay, that's a really long video, actually. Let's watch a short video. Alright, let's watch this one. Alright. Okay.
What's going on, guys? My name's
Yeah.
Time, an absolute must for...
Hang on. There we go. You beat the game, which means you can play something else, right? Right? Ooh, funny that you should say that.
Is having level 43 prayer for all
Okay.
of the protection.
That's fine, I have
prayers.
60.
Hypothetically, you could get away with just 40 prayer for protect ranged and mage, but 43 will protect you from any of the meleeers. Inside, it's recommended to use the ranged attack style,
Yep.
although you can get away with using magic and melee. Although
Okay.
in this guide, I'll mostly show ranged strategies.
That's fine, I
With
use ranged.
It's recommended to have at least 61 to use a rune crossbow, although
Yep.
having 75 will be a huge help, allowing
Start on
you
71.
to use the blowpipe. In terms of
Yep.
weaponry, the blowpipe will be your best weapon for your first cape. It deals a lot of damage with at least amethyst darts. Alongside a
Diamond
blowpipe,
bolties.
I would strongly recommend bringing a crossbow to attack monsters from a further distance. It's also extremely useful
speed this
for
up.
luring the healers
That's sleep
away
timer.
from Jad. If you have a bowfar, that can be a good option too. If you don't have a blowpipe or bowfar, your best crossbow is the best option with diamond enchanted bolts. So in order, it would be the Zarite crossbow.
Oh, I do have a diamond
Armadillo,
enchanted.
Dragon, Carol's, and
Okay.
Rune crossbow. The Zarite and Armadillo crossbows are both extremely
I had a
expensive,
pretty good
but the
setup
Dragon
then.
crossbow is cheap and would be the best budget option. In terms of armor, wearing your highest ranged attack bonus armor is going to be your best bet. The
Yeah.
best at 70 ranged is the new Hueco Hide armor. That's followed by Blessed D'hide armor. The Hueco armor
Okay, followed by Blessed
provides
D'hide.
improved magic
Yep,
defense and
got
high player
that.
bonus. If you don't have those, then Carol's, Black D'hide, or Red D'hide.
Okay,
are your
yeah,
best
we did
options,
pretty good
unless
then.
You can afford Armadillo or Missouri. In terms of necklaces, you should bring an Anguish if you have it, followed by a Fury, then a Glory. If
I
you're
had a
using
Glory.
crossbow, you can bring a shield slot item, and the best would be the Blessed D'hide shields, then D'hide shields, then the Armadillo book.
Oh, a Blessed D'hide shield. I didn't even think about Blessed shields. Interesting. Well, I had the Book of
From
Law.
Horror from the Deep. For your ring, a cheap yet effective option is to use a Brimstone ring. Otherwise, the Archer's ring is a great option and isn't much more expensive. The best ring for
Oh,
a learner in the fight case
I
is
just
the
had a
Ring of
stamina
Suffering.
ring
In your
for the
inventory,
prayer
you want to
bonus.
bring at least 10 brews and 12 restore.
I also had the Barrow's gloves.
You should also bring 2 Bastion potions
Sorry, what did he say? Bruise and restores? What the fuck?
for the range boost. And bringing something to restore your run energy can help with luring monsters into safe spots. So you could bring a full stamina potion or
Yeah, I
50
don't have that
potions.
shit.
If you have 75 attack, you
I do not know what that
there
means.
are 7 different monsters in the fight caves, and you face them incrementally, starting with weak monsters, gradually introducing stronger ones. Starting from wave 1, the fight caves faces you against Tizkeys. These are the bats, and they drain 1 prayer point for every time they hit you, even if they
Yep.
hit a 0. At wave 3, Tizkeks start spawning, and when you defeat these, they'll split into 2 smaller ones. On wave 7, the first ranger comes out, known as Tokxil. These have a max hit of 13, and they're pretty accurate if you have low defense. On wave 15, meleeers start spawning, known as Yitmed Kot. These can heal themselves and other monsters within the caves. With a max hit of 25, it's important to safe spot or at least use protect from melee when
25,
fighting
Jesus.
these. On wave 31, the first Ket Zek spawns, and that's the major, which are powerful monsters.
54 is their max hit. So the Rangers' max hit is a 13. And they can do 54. So when I died on the first attempt, I got like maxed then. I think I had like 52 HP or something like that. That's kind of embarrassing.
They're also capable of doing high melee damage if you're next to them.
Oh, 52. So I just got really unlucky and I got hit for a max roll. Or
It's
close
vital to
enough,
use protect
right?
From magic whenever these are around. Since they have
Damn.
a max hit of 54.
That
Wave
sucks.
63 is the final boss, Tiztok Jad. It attacks with all 3 attack styles, but
Max hit's 97? Fucking hell. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I was never gonna make that then.
only
Jesus.
use ranged or magic if you're out of melee distance. With a max hit of 97, it's key to avoid missing any protection prayers while fighting. At 60% hit points, Jad spawns 4 healers, not
Wait, he's just like stuck there.
as Hit Cot. During the fight, you have to lure these away from Jad and
How'd he
optionally
do
defeat
that?
them. Key to avoid missing any protection prayers
Hold on a minute.
while fighting. At 60% hit points, Jad spawns
Oh, he was just
4
hitting them all.
healers,
I see.
known as Yit Kot. During the fight, you have to lure these away from Jad and optionally defeat them. The 2 most useful tools for the fight caves are the Fight Caves Spawn Predictor Runelight plugin
Right.
and the Colossim Inferno Simulator, specifically Wave 67.
Yeah, I did
the
not
Fight Cave Spawn
do any of
Predictor
those.
incredibly round Inferno Simulator, specifically Fight and Prim.scape as well. Indically visualize safe spots and pathing. The easiest way to get to the fight caves is by
Okay,
going
the waves.
The most common one is Italy Rock, which is shaped
Okay, so
like
that's where we're
Italy,
coming from.
the country. Although the other protrusions around the arena can also be used as safe spots.
Yeah, I figured all that stuff out.
Upon entering the fight caves, run all the way to the center and be ready to attack the bat as soon as it spawns. Don't let the bats attack you, since they drain,
Yeah.
etc. Then on wave 3, the first blob spawns, which splits into 2 smaller ones. It is possible to safe spot these, and on Italy Rock, you can stand on the southern side so they get trapped on the way towards you. On wave 7, the first ranger spawns, and you should start using protect from range at the end of wave 6. So you can fight these rangers from Italy Rock while the keks are safe spotted. If you're using a blowpipe and the ranger is attacking from too far away, you can run all the way east to lure the ranger closer, then run back and defeat it. Alternatively, this is one instance where the crossbow might come in handy. At wave 15, the first meleeer spawns, and these can also be safe spotted on Italy Rock. You should aim to kill the ranger
Yeah.
first with protect range active, while safe spotting the meleeer. or you can kill it first if killing the ranger first is not possible. If the meleeer spawns on your side of Italy Rock, then run around the rock to lure it into the safe spot. The Fight Cave Spawn Predictor Runelight plugin is perfect for situations like this.
I figured that out as well.
Is going to spawn on your side. It's important to always prioritize defeating the monsters that are attacking you, which you aren't using protection prayers for, and you prioritize the ones that do the highest damage first. You should still be prioritizing defeating the bats to avoid losing prayer points. And
that is kind of like how I was doing it.
At wave 31, the Fight Caves faces you against the mages. These are very powerful and can damage you a lot without Protect from Magic. Always start these waves with Protect from Magic, unless you're certain that it's safe spotted. Also, never run close to the mages, since their melee attacks can hit very high. In the scenarios where
they have melee attacks?
Is out of reach of your blowpipe, using your crossbow can come in handy. Although you can also run all the way east.
Didn't know that.
On wave 52, the first ranger will spawn with a major at the same time. If there's a ranger attacking you as well, keep Protect from Magic on and kill the ranger as fast as possible. You should also kill the bats ASAP.
That's how I did it too.
And prioritize the hardest hitting NPCs that you're not praying against.
You're doing it basically perfectly for first cape. That's wild.
As fast as possible, but do always check the Fight Cave Spawn Predictor to see if the ranger is going to.
It's strange how intuitive it is.
Safe spotted. On wave 62, you should quickly make sure that your crossbow's attack style is set to long range to prepare you for luring the healers during Jad.
See, I even mentioned that earlier. I even mentioned putting my crossbow on long range because I was thinking about doing that for trying to lure his boys over.
Wave 63 is the final wave where Jad appears. The basics of the fight are switching between Protect Magic and ranged by looking at Jad's attack animations. Then you lure the healers and then you finish.
So you can stand there and he doesn't actually come towards you, which is interesting.
Of Jad. The main reasons why people fail to defeat Jad are firstly swapping prayers too quickly. Sometimes the range attack can look like a mage attack, but the game gives you a couple of seconds to swap your prayers, so you don't need to rush. Another main reason why people don't defeat Jad is the healers. Targeting them while managing your protection prayers can be difficult, so in a moment I'll give a thorough explanation on dealing with the healers. It's important to know where Jad is going to spawn on your Fight Caves run. You can see it on the Fight Caves Spawn Predictor plugin, or alternatively, wherever the orange major spawns on wave 62 is where Jad will spawn on wave 63. So as wave 62 comes to an end, you should make your way towards Jad's spawn point, but don't stand too close or you will get meleeed. Before starting your grind for the Fire Cape, you should definitely try out some Jad simulators to get a feel of the protection prayers. The Down Crop OSRS Jad simulator is the best way to practice your press switches.
And I really went into that and I got so lucky that on the very first Jad attempt, I was praying mage and he hit me with mage like 3 times in a row so I could get used to it. That was so lucky.
The same sounds that Jad uses and features the same animations. Jad's ranged attack is a quick stomp, and the sound plays whenever the damage has already registered, so it's impossible to react to this solely by sound. Jad's magic attack happens when it stands on its back legs, and this one plays a recognizable sound instantly.
Blind Inferno next?
When fighting Jad, there are times where you'll need to be close to him to tag the healers. In those cases,
yeah, I probably have the stats for it.
Always avoid running through Jad because of his melee attacks.
Yeah.
Run around instead and keep a 2-tiled distance. Jad can hit 97 with melee, and it's usually going to one-hit you. So when Jad reaches 150 hit points or 60% of its health, 4 healers spawn. So you need to lure these healers away from Jad to stop them from healing, because that's usually the only way you can actually defeat Jad. When the healers come out, you can switch to your crossbow on the long-range attack style until you lure all of the healers. The best way to lure the healers is to take it slow and keep 99% of your attention on Jad's attacks. As soon as you have the correct prayer switch, focus on tagging one healer in that short time span before Jad's next attack, then direct your focus straight back to Jad. If you have defense, you can simply tank the healers, but if you have a low defense level, consider killing them. If your spawn favors it, you can lure the healers into a safe spot away from Jad to defeat them. I would strongly recommend practicing the healers on the Colosseum simulator because they're easily the hardest part of the entire Fight Caves. On the Colosseum side, you can simulate the entire fight, and it's by far the best tool you can use on the healers, and then you kill the healers will respawn, but only if Jad is back to full use to learn Jad. One important thing to keep in mind is if Jad heals to full health from the healers, and then you kill the healers will respawn, but only if Jad is back to full health. Anyways,
full health. Full health.
Fire Cape guide for first timers. To skip to any section of this guide, there are timestamps.
Full health is what it was. Speed run. Okay. Drunk driver. Yes, we did. Attempt number 6. And we got ourselves a cheeky little fire cape, baby. Cheeky little fire cape. Finally got it done. Really sick. I'm so pleased. We'll go back and we'll also watch my fight against him. So 18 minutes and 11. Wait, what? Where is that? Here. So I've got it on too tight. Let's watch this and then let's watch my fight. Okay. So it took me nearly 5 minutes to kill just Jad. This guy finished the whole thing in less than 20 minutes. Why does this game look like that? Sadly, I missed it on account of being from the US. Honestly, my man, I fully anticipated dying on my first attempt of the day. And as a result, I thought we'd be doing it on the second. I actually started the stream about 5 minutes early because I was like, I'm going to need a second try today. It turns out I did not. We locked in. It was knowing that 100 people in a bar were watching me. I had to lock in. You know, Connor said, don't fuck up. I had to not fuck up. Monstrella said, have you tried to win? And so I tried to win. And there you go, boom. He deleted the floor. You can delete stuff with a plugin. Why did he do? I just realized he's not cutting between things here. This is actually the full speed of thing. This is... What the so did you see that? What the fuck is that? Bro's APM is through the fucking roof. Oh my god. Look at that! Oh my god. I hate the floor shit. That was him, not you guys, don't worry. I checked for myself first. He doesn't even have like any heals in his inventory by the looks of... Oh no, he might do actually. Never mind. He's got like 8 potions. Sorry, I got blind to the items in his inventory. He has 21,000 of something. Are those Chinchompas? Web Weaver bow. This seems quite overboard, but I mean, I tried to check my Discord and didn't even have it open. I looked down and I was like, I don't see a notification. And then I was like, I literally have my Discord on Do Not Disturb at all times, and I'm streaming, so it's the streamer mode, so I would not hear notifications. You need to death charge. What could that possibly mean? This is a young man's game, I think. This has got to be a young man's game, because I do not have that kind of... What round is he on? This is ridiculous. He seems to have unlimited stamina. Oh, I see. He's got a stamina pot. He's got to weigh an absolute ton, though. At least past 16. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, we'll do a VOD review of my fight against Just Jad. We won't do a 2-hour VOD review of the entire thing. What I will tell you as a for the rest of the waves, I had hubris. I took some hits that I really should not have been taking, because I had far too much hubris and I was being a bit of a sussy little baka about it. It's got to be said. I was making a few mistakes here and there. Nothing that would have killed me outright, to my understanding, but just a few things that were a bit stupid that I shouldn't have been making, right? And I think I used 4, 8, 9, 10 prayer pots in the end, something like that, of like the 16 I had, but I really was not conserving my prayer points. So that was, you know, I was not at all trying to conserve them. That's a lie. I was trying to conserve them, but I wasn't worried about it, right? I can't believe I have a fire cape, man. I actually can't believe it. I'm so happy. That feels like such an an awesome achievement. Like, I feel like it really just means I'm capable, you know? I really do feel like it is a rite of passage in RuneScape to get a fire cape to say that your account has come far enough and your mechanical skill has come far enough that you're capable of doing the fight caves. So I'm very, very pleased about that. 6 attempts and 5 Jad attempts. And like I was saying, it really is strangely intuitive. It is really strangely intuitive when you know how, like, as long as you know how to prayer flick, if you want to try and save some prayer points. And it's also, what's the word? Safe spotting. Safe spotting is also, as long as you know how to do that, the fight caves are totally possible and intuitive, I think. Without that, though, I don't know. Despite my stubbornness, but a lot of people already. I mean, that's good. I'm glad. Luckily, seeing how ridiculous this is doesn't dissuade me. This is absolutely, there's no reason for me to ever need to do it this way, to play like this. Oh, majors. So he's what, round 31 now? Yeah, I do not have any knowledge. We got a lot better at the game by doing that, though. Yeah, I think, like, even something as innocuous as the way that I was prayer flicking for my first 2 attempts until I got to Jad for the first time. Like, I've gotten better at prayer flicking doing that because I did it for hours on end. And also, like, timing out my eagle eye. I got a lot better at that when I started doing that too, for my crossbow shots. And then, like, positioning and keeping my cool in sort of stressful moments. All of those things are things that I've learned to be better at from doing that over the last sort of 14 hours. And I think as well, it kind of forces an understanding of how things work to an extent. I obviously don't know where things spawn. I didn't learn that by any means, but I did sort of learn how to deal with some stuff. I just realized, am I going to get demonetized for that? I'm going to get banned for this? We're not watching all of this. I'm going to skip through it. I want to see how he defeats Jad. All right. Okay. Quickly, yeah. Because there's only 20 seconds left. Okay, there is 16 seconds. He spawned. There is 14 seconds. Great. That took him 13 seconds. It took him 13 seconds to do that. Great. Great. It took me 5 minutes. Oh man, that's fucking wild. Let's get the let's get my VOD up. Power creep is insane. It is a little bit. It is a little bit. 796 Jad kills is crazy. Oh. Have I really been sat here for like 40 minutes? Just watching videos? That's crazy. All right. And I've done all of this blind, okay? Let me get the excuses in before. Let me get the excuses in early. All right? I'm kind of in the way here, aren't I? Excuses in early. Oh, well, that's not good. Don't mess this up. We gotta not mess this up, man. We gotta not mess this up. React Andy arc. React Andy. We gotta lock in. That's right. Let me sit staring dumbly at the screen for a minute. Okay. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh, right. Okay. Don't fucking let me down. I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best. All right. My heartbeat's already up at 100, by the way. It's already up at 100. Right. So let me run you guys through some important pieces of information and stuff like that. Okay. So one of the things I want to note is that the last attempt, we managed to. Right. I'm on life support right now. About to die. Don't mess this up. I need this before I go. Okay. So last time I was doing really well. Yeah. I got him down to 150. Right. 140-ish. Yeah. Okay. Healers spawned. Yeah. I managed to aggro 2 of them. Right. I managed to kill 2 of them. Yeah. And I managed to aggro the other 2. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Once I'd aggroed them, I then started dealing damage to Chad. Yeah, that sounds right. He was at full HP, and after getting him back down to 150, right, he spawned the 2 that I'd already killed again. Yeah. So my current theory is threefold. One potential is that killing all 4 of them, they won't respawn. Right. One potential is that they do respawn no matter what. Okay. One potential is that they do respawn based upon how much healing they did to Jad. Okay. And I don't know what it is. Right. Of any of those. Okay. Yeah. So understandable. We just have to hope for the best. All right. Hope for the best, man. You got this, man. Okay. You got this. Lock in, all right, buddy? All right. Respond to yourself. It's got to be done. Okay. All right. Divine ranging. You can drink. Shark. Full health. Take some food. Prey on. Prayer on. Attack. Attack. Yeah. There you go. Dude, I'm so predictable. Okay. I'm so predictable. Okay. You can even see like my eyes moving. Like you can see my eyes flick down as I look at like where my prayers are and shit. That's kind of funny. Okay. Have you killed or attempted any bosses you've randomly come across in the world? I've done Hespori a couple of times. It's not really randomly though. I think that might honestly be it. I don't think I've come across things randomly, to be honest. So, hang on a sec. So we got tremendously lucky. Here he comes. Where I got him down to 117 before the healers spawned. That was really lucky. And I was just trying to keep it like one action per attack, right? So right there, I just slowed down and I was like, right, yeah, chill out for a sec. Okay. Nice. Okay. I haven't really explored the world all that much, to be honest with you. Like, I've only really done the quests, so I haven't thought too much about anything else going on. I don't know how much HP is that. Looks pretty clean. That was a pretty clean start, I think. We'll see how much health he has when we get back into fighting him, because we got him down really far, and I'm wondering if that run might have changed. Should I have not gotten him down so much? We have time, I think. Because they spawn around 150. Man. I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, dude. I'm telling you right now. Holy shit. Okay, good. So I pray up. I was like, cool, I'm just gonna literally fill up completely. I don't want to fuck around here and have less than I can, right? My Slayer level is 59, I believe. 59, I think. Take care of this guy. One of my remaining 50s. He didn't heal to full, so we'll see if he respawns anyone below 150 again. So he's at 177. So they got him up around 60 HP in the time it took me to get there. So if he had been at 150, we would still have been okay. Not by a great margin, but we'd have still been okay. So I did that pretty clean, I think, all things considered. So we are like 3.5 minutes into this. That guy killed it in 13 seconds. Nope. So that's good. We took a lot of nothings here for a while, which was stressing me out. So that's 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss, 4 miss, 5 misses, 6 misses. No, I'm dead. 6 misses and then a 1 damage hit, by the way. I tried to tick eat there. I wasn't sure if I fucked it up or not. No, I'm dead. I'm not sure if I fucked it up. I have no idea. Okay. But I did try and tick eat it. I don't know if that's how it works, but at the very least, my brain went the right way, right? My like, it wasn't quite an instant reaction, but it was a quick reaction that was just like, just eat, and maybe you'll live. No, I'm dead. I don't know where the attack kind of begins there. I might have gotten very lucky there. That might have been very lucky. Okay, well. How'd you learn about game takes and shit while playing blind? One tick flick and ticking. These are all things that have come up in YouTube videos that I've seen. Like I'm not 100% blind to the game. I'm blind to the quests and how the quests work and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% blind to the mechanics. So I was aware of ticks coming into it. I was aware of one tick flicking and tick eating. I don't really know how they work. Like tick eating, I don't know how it works. My assumption is if you eat on the same tick that you take the damage, then you will heal and not die. But I don't really know exactly how that works. But yeah. So it's from like a lot of like watching like Settled's videos, for example. I think Settled's a good example because he like the Mauritania, his Swampletics, right? That's thousands and thousands of hours of not doing quests. So I never really saw anything to do with quests watching that. But I did learn about things like prayer flicking, and I did learn about things like tick eating and that kind of stuff. So and it's one of the things that I say kind of to this day, that I think I probably wouldn't have enjoyed this game. I wouldn't enjoy doing the quests the way that I'm doing them if I didn't have that prerequisite exposure to the YouTube videos. And I wouldn't have started watching them if not for the easily digestible content that Settled was making. Starting particularly with Tileman, but also with like Swampletics and stuff like that. His content's very easy to access, even for people who don't play the game. And it meant that I could go from a place of confusion and not knowing how the game worked to a place of actual kind of mechanical understanding. Not to a deep extent, but to enough of an extent that I felt like I could actually start playing the game. That was kind of my introduction to this stuff, and that's why I feel capable as I was able to sort of figure some of this stuff out as I went along. And yeah, so that's where I learned all that stuff. So after all those brutal attacks in a row where I was getting nothing, by the way, the Divine Potion put me up to, what is it, 83-ish? Bumps up my max hit from 24 to, 27, 28, something like that. That's fucking insane. That's really nice. You can't tell, but my heart rate's like ridiculous right there. I'm trying to see if I can see my veins pumping out my body. I was losing it, man. I was absolutely losing it. My chest was hurting, man. Let's go! Let's go! Yes! So good, man. That's so good. What was it? 2 hours? 2 hours and 3 minutes and 29 seconds. I got the Fight Caves veteran, and that's it. With 1 Jad completion. Excellent. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to undo that. Inferno now? Yeah. I think we'll take it on like just now. I think would be good. I'm pretty sure I have the stats for it. So, so it is a combat task. So why did I not find it? I thought it'd be the Fight Caves. No. Oh, it's down in Jad. I see. So, complete the Fight Caves with only melee. Complete the Fight Caves after surviving a hit from Jad without praying. Complete the Fight Caves 5 times without letting any of the Medjcots heal. Without being attacked by one of the birds. Less than 30 minutes. Fucking hell. Healed without letting him be healed. Don't lose any prayer points. That's wild. Less than 26 minutes and 30 seconds. That's absolutely insane to me. 2 hours is my best so far. Oh my god. I've done 26 winter taunts as well, apparently. That's good, I guess. I got unlocking 3 points, apparently. That's cool. Die. Die. RCB Inferno. That's the plan. That's the plan, man. That is the plan. RCB Inferno. No problems. If I went in with the blowpipe now, you'd do it in an hour. Really? Is the blowpipe really that much better for DPS? I guess you shoot a lot faster, right? With equivalent darts, I suppose. That's crazy. It's absolutely wild. How much does the does it cost? These have not bought. $6 mil? It's not actually as expensive as I thought it would be. How expensive is the Wake All shit? Oh, that's actually nowhere near as expensive as I thought it would be either. It just looks ugly. Do they not have shoes for these? Interesting. I don't know if 111 is a bit of a ridiculous ask. I will leave it there though for now. We've got plenty of bolts for the time being. Die. Die. Weaker than it used to be, but still stupid strong. That's cool. I am very pleased that we went in like this and completed it like this. I feel like it's kind of cool to go in with a moderate setup. Or maybe like, besides the boots, it's kind of an affordable setup. The boots are a little bit expensive. And don't get me wrong, I bought this stuff. I didn't get it from the medium tasks, right? Or whatever tasks it is. Clues, sorry. Well, I can't say that name out loud. Yo, Caress the Facker, thank you. Look at it. Look at it. I'm a real RuneScape gamer now. I'm noticing that no one here is congratulating me on my do you guys not see my cape right now? Oh, look, we're cape buddies. Look at that. We're cape friends. I can't help but notice that nobody's congratulating me on my cape. I thought the 1500 worlds were supposed to be full of like chads, but clearly not. But yeah, I think they're just jealous, man. I think they're just jealous because they're not wearing one. They're not cool enough to have fire cape. Hey, imp. Idiot. Dumbass. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, man. He didn't even fight back or teleport away. He knew better. He knew I'd been to hell. And I climbed my way out. I clawed my way out. I am the Batman. Demonic fit. It is goated, man. This is a goated fit. Barrow's gloves. Glory. Like a law. Armadillo fit. Full Armadillo fit. God D'hide. RCB. Hey. Don't you mean the Lava Man? Well, technically speaking. Soggy Armadillo. Ugh. Don't you take my god's name in vain. Cheesecake. Guys. Guys, please. Please don't be mean to my cape. I just earned it. Guys, please. Please don't invalidate my successes. Guys, I just succeeded, man. I just succeeded. A foo. Trypophobia cape. Horvik, they're being mean to me, man. They're being mean to... Look at my cape, Horvik. They're being... Oh, Fatal OS. Cape pals? Cape pals? Yeah, I see you, my man. One and the same. Unless he's a racist, in which case, not one and the same. But assuming that he's normal. Ugh. Just did a bit of a victory lap, to be honest. Just did a bit of a victory lap. That is like 6 attempts is really nothing to like. That is a lot of attempts. That was quite a few attempts. 6 tries. 5 Jad attempts. I think we were fairly close on attempt number 5 yesterday. I just panicked. I just panicked. This time I kept my cool. I kept my cool like a cool guy. And now we have a fire cape. Dude, it's so sick. Oh man, that's so exciting. All right. For next time, I've been leveling my Slayer to try and get Fremennik Exiles, by the way, but I'm not quite there yet. I still need to do a level. I'm thinking for next time we might do what is it? Perilous Moons. That's what it is. Where is it? There it is. I think Perilous Moons might be the move. There's 2 reasons. One, we have all the requirements in droves according to our combat level. And 2, because it is the final requirement besides 66 thieving that I need to hit the requirements for the new quest coming, which is coming in 9 days from now, which is Wednesday. So Wednesday 23rd. Ooh, okay. There'll probably be some downtime for that. Huh. There might not be a stream that Wednesday. I'll maybe move it to Thursday instead. And then we'll do the new quest. Hopefully we'll be able to do the new quest. I don't know if I'll get 66 thieving by then. It doesn't really matter anyway because everyone's going to be doing it, I'm sure. You still need looted diplomacy. Yes, I do. I do need looted diplomacy, which we have got unlocked, which is good too. And like I say, we're only one level of Slayer away from Fremennik Exiles, so we can finish the whole Fremennik series. It's just going to take me to get 20k more Slayer XP. I don't remember my current... I think Hellhounds is my current task. So that's fine. Is that my first elite, by the way? He thinks he can do Perilous Moons. Oh, God. Well, it says that I should be able to. It says I should. Calquat. Hold on. What the hell's a Calquat? Special? Oh, Calquat. 72 farming. Jesus, not quite there then. That's our first elite diary unlock. That's kind of cool. So you think I'm not going to be able to succeed in Perilous Moons? Why would it tell me that the combat level is 75 if I'm not going to succeed with an 86 combat level? That seems insane to me. That seems wild. We'll give it a shot. If it's not possible, if I can't do it, then it's fine. I can't do it, right? He's having an experience over there. I don't know what's happening to him over there, but something is happening. Something's going on. Let me go over to this booth here and pretend like I'm banking, but secretly I'm going to watch this guy and see what the hell he's got going on. No bad vibes. He's freaking it, man. He's freaking it. I don't know about that. But yeah, so ideally we can do Perilous Moons because we need it for the next quest in the in the 12-hour Emissaries series. But if I can't do it because it's too hard or whatever, then we'll just put it on back burner. We'll put it on pause and we'll do other stuff while I still sort of gain my strength, increase in strength, get my HP levels up, my prayer. We do have actually I have 100 oops, how did I do that? I have 104 Dragon Bones, so that might be a couple levels in the Chaos Altar. So that's something, I guess. And I think I have some Ensouled Heads as well. I think I actually put them all in one of my tabs somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've got some Ensouled Heads and stuff like that, so if I get my magic level up, or I can maybe do a little drinky poo. So I think some of these required a higher level. But I'm not too far. It's just a little bit of XP that'll help me towards getting the next levels in prayer, which is nice as well. Here's our current stats: 73 ranged, soon to be 74. So that's by far my best level. I could do with getting my magic up, obviously. We're sat at a measly 70, and I think it's 75 for a couple of quests. So we're gonna want to pump that up a bit. And my strength and defense are only 66. So I could also do with pumping those up pretty significantly, because that's pretty embarrassing, to be honest with you. We also... what was I looking at before? I think for Song of the Elves... we're looking at 70 construction, which should cost about 4 mil to my estimations. Hunter, I can finally go back to collecting my birdhouses now, which is good. Because we're in dire need of that. And smithing should be fine. That'll cost a little bit of money, but I can blast furnace it pretty quick, I think. Just at a cost. So that's fine. That's kind of good. We also have, is it a swan song? What do I need for that? 62 fishing. That's 60 fishing. That's one of the last standalones that I don't have access to, besides a couple of mini quests. And Grimm's Tales. Oh wait, it's 71 woodcutting? I got to 70. I'm actually not far off getting that one either. Cool, okay, that's fine. The feud. Dream Mentor. Oh, Lunar Diplomacy and Edgar's Ruse. Okay. Interesting. We have some things to do. We're not far off of that as well. We need 2 more mining levels. Oh, I also, off stream while mining, I did get myself a full prospector fit and the low tier mining glove as well, which is good. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good, I think. Everything's looking pretty solid, I think. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm really happy that we managed to get a fire cape today. I feel accomplished. I feel like a gamer. I was locked in. I was ready to go. And I don't think that there are many other places on the internet that you can see somebody do a fire cape without any guides for their first time. So you guys are lucky you got it on the ground floor here. You know what I mean? You got it on the ground floor. You saw it live. You saw it live. But yeah, I think I'm going to probably call it there. We're looking at just over 3 hours of stream today. 2 hours in the fight caves and an hour of me watching videos and running around and sucking my own dick because of my awesome fire cape that I just earned all by myself. Oh, that went very cheese there, didn't it? There's a pull. Oh. Okay. Oh, sick cape, man. Sick cape, brother. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun today. And this was a very, very exciting moment for me. And hopefully for all you guys too. I'm going to call it there. Have a great evening ahead. I'll be back on Wednesday for some more streaming. And we'll go back to doing some questing, I think, probably. Where we'll continue running around with the fire cape on because it looks really cool. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.